After graduating from Raffles University, I decided to further my study in master's degree. Now I'm studying for my master's degree in cognitive systems at Ulm University in Germany. I chose this postgraduate program from Ulm University because I really wanted to study abroad, to experience another culture, to mingle with people from different countries, and to know what's happening in another country. And also, my course is related to artificial intelligence, deep learning, machine learning. As you know, these topics are quite hot at the moment. Therefore, I think I made a good choice. A very good strength of our U program is that they are MQA accredited. When I was applying for my master's degree, I had to tell them that my course is valid. All I had to do was just to send the MQA accreditation certificate, and then it's all done. I think I've learned a lot at Raffles University. I remember we had to prepare many presentations. We had to give those presentations to many people. There was once we even had to prepare a seminar talk to the public. Can you imagine? We as students, we had to give a seminar talk to the public. But that was good. Actually, that was a precious experience. We also had to prepare tons of reports, and we've dealt with lots of projects during our study. Those are really good and valuable experiences that help us to move further in our later professional life. Another good point is that we learned a lot of statistics in our bachelor's study. We had 3 subjects during the bachelor's course. This is really good because when you further your study in master's degree, you really have to be proficient in statistics. As I've said before, I really appreciate that RU Psychology program has 3 statistics-related subjects. In fact, RU Psychology program is enriched. It has a variety of psychology topics, including abnormal psychology, industrial organization psychology, cognitive psychology, abnormal psychology, and even counseling. Other than the good variety of psychology topics we learn, we also have a different approach in learning them. It doesn't happen all of the time, but we were bored to field trips occasionally. These field trips has the concept of learning is not limited to classroom only. We learn from outside. We apply the theory we've learned in the classroom to the outside world. We went to a field trip to factories, to cafes, or whatever you can imagine. A plus about the learning environment of RU is that it promotes interdisciplinary collaboration. I had the chance to work with design students for a project. I also had the chance to work with some business students for clubs and for social activities. This is really helpful for me because when I first came to Germany, I realized that there are lots of interdisciplinary programs here in Germany. When I first came here, I was kind of shocked because communicating with people from another discipline is not easy. But I had this experience working with design students as well as business students, so that really helped me a lot. During my RU life, I've learned many things that help me to adapt to my postgrad study here. For example, I've learned how to use SPSS, kind of like the most basic statistics software, before I can advance to another program such as RStudio. Other than that, I've also done lots of scientific writing. I had many reports to submit. That was really helpful because now in postgrad you also have to write reports and you have to submit many reports, so that was like a good practice before. Other than that, I also think that in RU it's really good because you don't only learn to write individual reports, you have to work with others. You have to work with others to give presentations or write report or do research, which is a good soft skill to get. You have teamwork, you have communication skills there. Another thing is internship, because internship is compulsory in RU. I find that really good because internship is like the only way to get some practical experience during your study. Well, of course, there are many differences between studying at RU and studying here in Germany. First of all, I'm a foreigner here, so I have to deal with the bureaucracy. I have to settle my residence permit, my insurance, etc., etc. Those things actually take up quite some time, making my time management here to be quite challenging as compared to back in Malaysia. This actually brings to the second point here. I think that the program organization at RU is much better as compared to in Germany. This is because here in Germany, they're doing things quite flexibly. The study plan will vary according to professor, but in RU, typically you will get a study plan. It will tell you for this subject you have to write a report, you have to have presentation and then an exam, so and then you finish everything, then you pass. But here in Germany, most of the time for a typical subject, everything, I mean the grade, is on the exam itself, on the exam. But in RUI you can kind of diversify the grade. Some belongs to the project, some belong to exam, but here in Germany everything is just the exam for most subjects. And the third point is that it's a big plus for Germany postgrad program or Germany program generally, because Germany is a developed country and it is like the front line of science. All of the professors that I've dealt with, they are great scientists. They know how to do a proper study. They know how to design the experiment perfectly. And also they have great equipment here. At the moment, I don't have a long-term plan yet, but I will try to look for a job after my graduation. Maybe working in Germany for 3 to 5 years at least and see what it comes later. I want to work here because I had some working experience here, and I find that people here, they take professionalism seriously. They really work professionally, they do everything with work ethic. I really want to experience that more and of course, so to say, get some overseas working experience. So, if you want to study abroad, I have some words for you. Firstly, keep learning. And if you keep learning, sky is the limit. From my interdisciplinary experience, I find some biologists, they switch to psychology. Seems that there's no limit at all. Just that if you keep learning, you can do whatever that you didn't even imagine before. So sky is the limit.